Namaskar. I am K A Nagendra Sarma. I have done MA Economics, MPhil, and B.Ed from Andhra University. I have around 30 years teaching experience exclusively in CBSE schools, which include teaching and administration. Apart from that, I have 4 years research experience in research organizations. I have passion to teach. I had taken this profession not by chance, by my choice only. Apart from that, I have more interest to give talks and speeches also. At present, I am retired from the service. Though I am working, I am teaching to engineering students and MBA students near to my native place, Talarev, in Kakinada district of Andhra Pradesh. At present, I am working as assistant professor in economics, teaching MBA students and engineering students. Today, I want to share the roles and responsibilities of the teachers. Teacher means not teaching in school, primary school, high school, and CBSE school. Apart from all our teachers, even the teaching teacher professors who are teaching in colleges, they are also called teachers. As per Andhra University or universities, that appointment letter also is mentioned teacher. Teacher means any person who teaches something to others. You know that mother is the first teacher. You learn something, more things, not something, more things from mother. Second teacher is nature. You are learning so many things from nature. Third one is society. Society. We are learning so many things from society. Society is giving so much to us. So there are the three teachers. Teachers, apart from that, I already told you, any person who teaches something to others is a teacher. Even our friend also a teacher. Sometimes he's teaching to us. He's giving some guidance to us. A carpenter is a teacher. A tailor is a teacher. A mason is also teacher. Even cobbler also teacher. There is no doubt. A person who teaches something to others is called teacher. Okay. Now, you see that at present contemporary world, some of the persons are I already told, by choice they're coming to teaching. Some of the people are coming by chance. Even that teachers, their chance or choice, those who took the teaching as a profession, they have to teach effectively. They should teach effectively to the students. So what are the basic qualities are required to the teacher? Basic quality, what are the basic qualities of the teacher? First, you should have thorough knowledge in his subject, what the subject is teaching. Second one is, you should have good communication. Good communication is required. What he want to say, he had to share to others easily. Third one is good attitude. Good attitude means teaching attitude, and manage the students effectively without any unwanted problem to the other students. So these are the qualities. For that, what he had to do in his subject, he had to prepare well the subject before going to the class. What is the prescribed textbook is there? He had to prepare the lesson effectively and see reference books. Apart from that, some magazines. You see that at present in our country, Teacher Place, Education World, and Indian Journal of Educational Review. Like that, he had to see. And he had to read newspapers also, Hindu paper every Thursday, Science and Technology. And every day, means on Monday, some education related articles. Wednesday, managerial skill articles. All we have to, a teacher should read the magazines, the newspapers, and prepare effectively the teaching. Apart from some teaching aids, also we have to prepare. These are the main. And so with thorough preparation, he had to go to the class. For that subject, sometimes subjects, some technical words are there. As a teacher, we have to purchase the or go through the net subject dictionary. Each and every subject is having their own dictionaries. Some technical words there you may not understand. Go through the technical subject dictionary also. You have to prepare well thoroughly with all lights and with very strongly go to the class. How to get communication skills. For that, communication means general mostly CBSE schools are English medium. For that, you should very expert or effectively have to communicate in English. So for that, what we have to do? Learn the language. You see that most of the state schools, most of the people, they have gone through their education, mostly their respect to mother tongues, and let it be. But there is no problem when you listen news daily, read newspapers, magazines, novels, some motivated leaders, definitely you can learn the language. There is no barrier. You can, language is a skill subject, it's a knowledge subject. If you do proper practice, you will learn the effective language. There is no doubt at all. So good communication. Good attitude. Good attitude means teaching attitude is important. That is generally teaching or any skill is by birth we should get. But through training we are getting, of course, that is different. But even Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan told that teachers are born, not made. Not only teachers, any professional people, they any skilled people, they are born, not by made. Of course, learning or training may give something. So these three are very important for a teacher. So, thorough preparation. Actually, a teacher, a new teacher is there. Is just to start the teaching profession. He just had taken teaching job. So, making him to settle in his job, at least he had to take 3 to 5 years. First 1 year, he had to understand the syllabus. Of course, he studied, understand thoroughly how to deal the students, how the students are doing the things. First 1 year he had to learn. Second year, little bit adjustment. Third year, something good, 50%. Fourth year, he will be settled in the profession. Not easy. Within 1 year, he is not able to make a good teacher. So for freshers, those who opt the teaching, he had to wait, do hard work at least 3 to 5 years, then he will become a good teacher. Okay, then this is the for new teachers. I'm sharing this point, but do hard work and be settle in the teaching profession. As a teacher, we have to maintain four different roles with the different people. First of all, you have himself, himself means as a teacher, how I have to behave, how to deal with the students, how to deal with colleagues in the school, how to deal with management or administration in the school. In this way, we have to manage four personalities in the school, four ways we have to give interact with the people. First of all, yourself, and with your colleagues, with the students, with management or principal. First of all, I have to say first, as a teacher, what he should be as a teacher himself, how he had to prepare. You do not bring the family issue to the school. You should be strong, alert, dynamic, hard worker, truthful, honest, sincere, and other one is attend to the school proper time, regular, punctual. All these you should have as a teacher. When he enters into the school, first of all, I told the teacher himself what are the things. Second, as a teacher, when he goes to the class, how he had to teach it. So you have to come to the school proper time and go to the school, put signature nowadays, thumb impression put, and go to your respective staff room. Keep your bags or books, whatever it may be, at your respective cupboard or almara, wherever the school authorities provided. After that, come out from the staff room. Generally, in almost all CBSE schools, I already told you, I am saying particularly that CBSE schools, of course, it is useful to all the teachers, but particularly CBSE schools. And in almost all CBSE schools, morning assembly is taking place. Some students are coming to the assembly, some are they're not hiding like that. Encourage the students, make them to attend to the assembly, and encourage them. And some students are preparing some of the activities in the assembly activities, give some guidance, encouragement. Generally, in the school, assembly is a good place where we have to give better communication to staff, to students. It is a learning platform. All we have to learn so many things and make the students also learn, because our important work in the school is make the students learn. Apart from that, you have to learn. Teacher is a lifelong learner. Everyone is a learner, but teacher particularly a lifelong learner. So he is a good dancer, he is a good actor, he is a good leader, he is a good social reformer, he is a good musician, he is a good dramatist. Not what not always. Actually, as per our this Vedas, 64 languages are spoken in the world. So ultimately, he is so he had to encourage the students. So, but generally, in assembly activities, what are taking place? Prayer, plays, news, thought, uh, hard word. Generally, different schools are following differently, and quiz, elocution, some activities sometimes we are conducting. Importance of the day. Sometimes teachers are presenting. Sometimes principals are presenting. All these activities are effectively going on. So he had to involve. Suppose teacher is having good thought, he had to share in the assembly. Encourage the students to learn something, encourage the students to present some talks in the assembly. So assembly over. After assembly is over, anywhere in assembly in discipline is their control, and make them to encourage. Assembly is over, make them to send to their respective classes effectively, properly, without any unwanted disturbance. Then he had to go to the staff room, and any footnotes or any material he wants, he had to take and go to respective classes, respect to class where the teacher is going to attend, go to the class, make them to silent and bring them to normal condition, is start teaching. When you start the teaching, don't say I am going to teach this one today. Don't say. If you say I am going to teach today this lesson, heading means no. You have to encourage them, motivate them, bring them to the concept, ignite them. Then you start the teaching. When you are teaching, teach effectively. I already told you, see different magazines, books, materials, teaching aids, and teach. And when you are teaching, make the students to understand effectively, encourage them to ask the doubts, ignite them to ask the doubts. Generally, one student, all some students are having doubts, but all do not raise their doubts. Only one student, two students may raise their doubt. That students we have to encourage, because if the student asks the doubt, he will get clarification. Apart from that, other students also get clarification. So that is important. Encourage the students to ask the doubts. So, and any indiscipline is there, do not send them outside of the classroom. Very bad. When the student go outside the classroom, he will stand and the entire school look at him. He also makes some nuisance, nonsense, and it creates unwanted further indiscipline. It is not good. Means you send the student outside means indirectly you are spoiling the students. You are encouraging the indiscipline. Very bad. How to control? You control them within the classroom. Make them to write the notes. What the student understood, make them to write the running notes. Running notes is very important. When running notes is there, one side you have to understand, other side what you understood is writing in the form of that notes. So make them to write the and roam in the class, go here and there, that side, this side, and make them to alert. Ah, sir is coming. He is seeing my notes. Like that, give alertness. And generally, one observation, when teaching is going on in the class, very silent is there means, I think there is no teaching. Very noisy there means there is no teaching. Sometimes noise, sometimes silent is there, teaching is going on. Why? When teacher is teaching, some doubts are there. Some one student is having one doubt, and other students may sometimes give answer like that. So some time disturbance, sometimes silent means that proper that sound is there. Two hands like that with teacher and student close together, and is teaching. They are asking doubts, clarification, and it is a enjoyable class, effective class. You see that when you after teaching, sometimes you call the students, make them to teach. Then he share his ideas, thoughts, how he understood to his colleagues. Sorry, his peer groups. Generally, as per research, 50% of the subject a student is getting only through from his friends, peer groups. 50% only from his from the teachers. So that way you have to make the students, and you see that some different subjects are there. Generally, as per the biological condition, the girls research only I'm saying that, of course, it may not be applicable to all. Girls are not that much strong in the mathematics. They are also not that much strong in the case of geography, but they are good in languages. So you have to observe that one. So and if the girls are very good in language, you also encourage the boys also. And in the case of boys are good in mathematics, geography, you have to encourage the girls. Yeah, you have to do. So in such a way, you have to teach effectively and clarify their doubts. Then after the class is over, then you have to come out from the class and go to next period. And in the meanwhile, you may take the water and go to the class and teach effectively like that way. So teaching for teaching, you should be a ideal teacher. You should be a role model. In such a way, you have to deal with the students, and sometimes you have to encourage them to purchase some of the good books and give some guidance for purchasing of some of the latest books, some good story books. Sometimes make the students to read one book and make a synopsis. There are, this is the only way, not like that. There are plenty of ways are there to teacher. If the teacher is very dynamic and strong, he can encourage the students in different ways and extract very good talent from the student. Then after that, okay, in such a way, in the case of that teachers, so how colleagues, how you have to deal. He should be good with all the teachers. When he's sitting in the staff room and discuss regarding academics issues only, academic concepts only, not unwanted gossips, and anything, anywhere, freshers teachers are there, encourage them, give some guidance. And in the case of any work is pending with any teacher, give some support. And any committee you are there in the committee, then generally two, three, four teachers are committee there. You give cooperation to others, and like this way you have to make very good relations with your colleagues. And some suppose some X1 is not there, how the hey, you did not come to the school today, like that feeling should come. They should get in such a way you have to behave properly with your colleagues. In the case of, suppose when you are having leisure time, then go to library, read some books. When you are reading, you are also example to students also. My teacher is reading. You also go through some reference books. Reference books are also important. So you have to give guidance also. This reference book, this concept is good in this reference book. Like that, give guidance. And read some articles and make the students to read them. You put a word to your colleagues. Oh, this article is good in that book. Or India Today, it is good. Or Frontline, it is good. Like that way, you have to share that point to your colleagues. And in the case of some leisure time, the games period is there. Go to games and play with the students. You play volleyball. Of course, you may not be that much expert, but you should play. This is, if you play, then other students also get encouragement. And you play cricket, volleyball, badminton. You sometimes little bit that jogging also, running like that way. You take the ground, enjoy with the children. Yeah. If you do daily, sometimes spend in the ground, you will be physically also fit. And students also get happiness. I, my sir is that hitting the ball, and he is also making good stroke like that. They will feel happy and they give claps. It may directly, indirectly give encouragement to you, and you will get self motivation also. Okay, in such a way, you have to do in the library and games and with the teachers. In the case of management or principal, so any requirement is there, leave, you ask first leave. In advance, you put the letter, leave letter, and do not give trouble to them, because suddenly you put the leave. Because in the case of university colleges, they do not come they do not come to the teacher, do not attend present, there is no problem. But in the case of kids, very difficult to control. So we do not give trouble to the administration or principal. So put a leave in advance, casual leave. You see that casual leave is not a granted. It is not a right. Sometimes you have to that management may not accept your casual leave also. So better to give the casual leave application in advance. And whenever they are asking the question papers, of course, now online, you have to submit. When they give the answer sheets, you have to write, correct the answers, answer books, proper correction, and submit in time. And without any giving trouble, anything you want to. Sometimes management issues are there, principal issues there. Do not disclose in front of other colleagues. Anything, something wrong, you have to directly go to the principal or management. Sir, this is the things are, it is going on. It is something wrong. Please, if you don't mind, I'm sharing, sir, like that. Any guidance or anything you want to suggest to the administration or management, you have to go directly. Sir, this is the thing, sir. If you do like this, it will be good. You share to them. In such a way, you have to play different roles, management, with yourself, with classroom, with students, with colleagues, and in different ways you are that following the playing the different roles. So there are different roles are also there. Apart from that, that mostly I shared my views. Apart from that, any other thing is there, I will also make a look control. Sometimes teachers are there, some primary teachers, secondary teachers, like that. Generally primary teachers are not scolding, not controlling in discipline for senior students. That is wrong. You are a teacher in the school, you may teach primary or nursery or secondary or senior secondary, there is no, you are a teacher. So you have right to control. You should be strong to control even senior students. There is no wrong. Don't means don't feel anything wrong, and control who is there. Something is going on in display in front of you, and maintain proper distance, that before opposite sex, maybe with students or maybe with colleagues. Maintain proper distance with your colleagues and with students when with opposite sex, and give the homework to the students, reasonable homework. You see that when class teacher or the other teachers are there, we have to discuss. Daily we are giving the more homework, then very difficult to the students. Reasonable homework only we have to provide to the students, and do not check the classwork or homework in the classroom. Because that is only allotted for teaching. You have to teach, you have to correct the classwork homework in the respect to leisure periods only, and submit your daily lesson plan, annual lesson plan, that properly time to time. Apart from that, that medium of instruction, most of the CBSE schools, English medium. So you have to speak exclusively in English medium. Some English only. Sometimes some words may be there. Okay, let them. But mostly you have to encourage the students uh, to speak in English. And apart from that, good thoughts are there, ideas are there, we have to share in assembly also. And sometimes some schools later some periods are there, vacant teachers are on leave, then they give some arrangement periods, then you have to go to the arrangement periods, and that teach there some general topics. And if you sit casually, that students will play and make some noise. So teach something and give guidance to the student general topics, then they will be alert.
Sir,
And
sorry to
okay,
interrupt you. Sorry
okay,
to
madam.
interrupt you, sir. Because of the time constraint, can you end the topic in a couple of minutes, please, so that we can have a more question answer round?
Right, madam. Definitely, madam. Definitely. Mostly, it is over, madam.
Okay.
Complete the syllabus at proper time without any delay. From exam to exam, some gaps are there. Properly, you have to complete the syllabus, and do not give trouble to make your objective is prepare good result, not simply marks wise result. The student should, and first of all, as a teacher, the student should put confidence on you. They should put confidence. When you have confidence from the students, whatever punishment, whatever the decision you take to student, they will obey. Suppose they have no confidence on you as a teacher, they do not accept you as a teacher, then if you give the some punishment, they do not accept. They make unwanted things. So as a teacher, you should play a very good role. You should be a social reformer, social engineer, and you should be a role model to others also. Thank you, madam. Thank you, sir. Thank you to all the audience. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Sir, we have one participant, but he just or she just left. So I thought like I'll ask them to ask some questions if they want to, but fine, no problem. Sir, I have prepared some questions to ask you on this session. So how do you think the technological, influence will be
Mm.
there on teachers on in implementing their roles and responsibilities in the classroom?
Okay, the for this the management of the school sometimes conduct some workshops, and the teachers themselves also we have to learn the updated technology. They have to also have to feel. Mostly nowadays, the teachers are mostly good in technological aspects, and they are the institutions are also giving time to training. And nowadays, through YouTube's and some other websites, they are getting sufficient information. They are learning. There is no that much hazard. Of course, it may be good. It may be new. Uh, at present, in due course of time, they can update their technical knowledge, madam.
Okay. Sir, so how can teachers collaborate with parents or guardians to support student development outside of the classroom, sir?
Actually, when the student uh, is having some family issues, sometimes students are very dull. Sometimes we have to observe them and ask them personally, what is your problem? Any problem in the home? Like that, like confidently, if you ask, they will share their problems. Then, what are the problems are there? That problems we have to talk with their respective parents without knowing to the student. Your boy is, your girl is like that. So you have to encourage them. He is getting disturbance. And if you are doing saying something which is good to the student, to the parent, definitely parents will accept and they will give respect also. But for that, we should have some psychological knowledge also important for a teacher. You have to observe and their student body language, their attitude. That also you have to observe and give time to time guidance.
Okay. Sir, how does the roles and responsibilities of the teachers differ from traditional classrooms like
Mm.
chalk and board or virtual or hybrid learning environments?
Mm. I will say nowadays the teaching definition has changed, ma'am. Is nowadays teacher word is not there. I think only facilitator only that. Of course, but there is no without teacher there is no question of growth of the society, growth of the nation or whatever it may word. Teacher is important. There is no replacement to teacher. Even the high technology there, hybrid teaching is there, but only we are making the people with knowledge only like missions or engines, but we are not making perfect personality in the society. So for that, teacher is very important. Whatever it may be, the technology developing, hybrid teaching is there. Only The society is making only tools and missions, not a that so-called social personality, and we are not making the students as a social human beings. So teacher is required. Of course, hybrid teaching is going on, but we cannot make complete result of good teaching. What my feeling?
Okay. So, sir, what are some effective methods for teachers to address and manage diverse learning needs and styles within a single classroom? Each child is different, right? Some is a
Mm.
one slow learner is there. One child can pick up some concepts very quickly. So, how do you manage? How do you bring them to the same level? And is there any challenge in doing that?
Actually, madam, society is a mixed of the different personalities. We can't make all the students high level. By birth, each and everyone is having their own talent. So what the talent is there, that only teacher have to extract. So one student talent is maybe high, student talent may be low, and maybe is good another aspect, another one is good in other aspect. What is the role of the teacher? He had to observe where he is good talent. That talent he had to encourage. Of course, one student may be good in maths, make them to encourage. One student may be good in English, make them to encourage. But one student may not be good in all the fields, not subjects. I'm saying that broadly, all the subjects. So sometimes for that only, I'm saying the peer groups are very important. Make the students to teach to their friends. Then what the teacher is teaching, is level is teaching, maybe of course student level, but the peer group student is teaching to his friend, means there the equal level, then the other student will effectively learn from the friend, from his friend. So different methods we have to follow for effective understanding of all the students in the classroom.
Right. So, sir, teachers, when they start, they evolve as they advance in their, as they advance in their careers. So,
Mm.
what additional responsibilities or challenges they might face?
Pardon once again.
Sir, a teacher, when they start their role as a teacher, right?
Right.
A junior
Right.
teacher, like first year, second year, third year.
Uh,
So
uh,
they will move up in their careers, right? Like
mm,
they'll become, a coordinator, say, from a
mm,
teacher
mm,
to a primary teacher to a
mm,
secondary teacher, or like a primary teacher from to a primary coordinator, like that. Or they
mm,
might become principals, like that.
mm,
So in that thing, what
mm.
additional responsibilities or challenges will they face in their career? As an experienced teacher, you are a retired person now from teaching, and you are an assistant professor. So, through your journey, in your experience, what did you see as a challenge you have faced when you started the career, and when you are retired, and again, like you have started your career as an assistant professor? What can the other teachers expect?
You see that first teaching profession, I already told you, good interest is required, choice is required. Then when you are working in a school, you have to understand how things are going on in the school. Observation is there. The management or principal give the chance to do this work or that work, but you should expert in all the works. Of course, you may not personally taking the role, but we have to understand what works are going on. Thorough observation and how they are doing, what is the best way. If you get that chance, how to do your own in best way, you have to put questions answers to yourself without disclosing to others. Then others are doing means we are not getting experience means no. We have to observe how other things are others are doing, how I have to do. Then apart from that, you have to improve your communication and learn. You have to learn all the activities in the school. Then only how to conduct the exams, how to prepare the timetable, how to prepare the diary. All different areas you have to learn. Of course, directly or indirectly involved or not, there is no doubt. But you should feel to learn. Learning important. So for that, we have to. do art, but definitely then you have to update your knowledge. That is important. Not simply teaching. Apart from teaching, if you want to go to an administrator, principal, you should have managerial skills. Wait, good articles are there in the magazines, managerial skills, sometimes psychological issues. All we have to learn, then only you may go progress in your career, maybe as a teacher, primary to secondary or higher or principal or coordinator, like that. Suppose if you do your work, suppose you are someone is a coordinator, he is doing his coordinator work exclusively and involving. No, he had to do his work. Apart from that, he had to learn other works also, and he had to improve every day. As a teacher, we have to spare at least 1 to 2 hours for our self improvement. If you do not improve yourself, you cannot grow. If you are not improving yourself, means you are stuck up there itself only. So I am not saying that I am also principal. I was a principal, so I know that sometimes people management institutions, they are using the services of the different teachers as per their requirement. But you have to give, but at the same time, you do not improve yourself, means you cannot grow. You have to improve also your skills. That is my feeling.
Right. As a teacher, you are an active learner too throughout your journey, is what you are trying to
Correct,
say.
correct, correct,
I
correct.
agree with that. Yes, it's a
Mm,
lifelong learning.
mm.
So wonderful, sir. Thank you for the talk and for patiently answering all the questions. We also thank the audience for participating in the event. We will end the session now, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Namaste, madam. Thank you.